welcome to Ebona, the 103.5 FM, this beautiful Monday morning, being the 16th day of January 2023. It is 7 o'clock and it is time for the newspaper headlines. We'll do that after the show break. Please do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You have the right to quality broadcasting. The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the content of a broadcast or the conduct of a complaint to the station and write to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja, or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that the complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that a complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
Thank you for staying tuned to Ebona, the 103.5 FM. This morning on our table, we'll be looking at the leadership, Daily Post, Vanguard, Sun Newspaper, Tribune, Guardian, Punch, Nation, and Premium Times. And you can join us by going to our Facebook page at Ebona, the 103.5 FM. You can stream online via mixlr.com/gistfm. Send in your SMS or WhatsApp messages on 0809 666 My name is Diva.
And I'm Martin. Let's get started with the Guardian newspaper. Government urged to embrace telemedicine to curb exodus of doctors. Police squeeze INEC top official over alleged fraud, forgery in Enugu. Gunmen abduct Catholic priest in Ekiti. We are achieving economic greatness in Imo, says Uzodinma. Saraki flays attacks on home of Coalition of United People's Party spokesman Ugo Shinyere. Human Rights Writers Association seeks probe of alleged swap of constituency project. Obaseki marks Armed Forces Remembrance Day, plans South-South Governors Conference. And still on the stories making the headlines on the Guardian newspaper this morning. Obaseki visits 12 rescued kidnapped victims, hails security officers. 2023 Hajj, Senate assures Nigerian pilgrims of Hitch-free exercise. Vote for credible leaders, Pantami Bulas Council tells voters. Vote for credible leaders, Pantami Bulas Council tells voters. Nigeria loses 906 medical lab scientists to human capital flight, says medical laboratory scientists of Nigeria. Sea Dogs takes PVC's collection sensitization to markets, streets in Lagos. Skill Up Imo initiative gets boost educational system if elected. Don't exceed June implementation date for fuel subsidy removal. Organized private sector of Nigeria reminds government. Says Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Council. Immigration laments unclaimed 5,000 passports in Ondo, Ekiti. We share your pains. Ugwanye tell Coalition of Nathan Groups tax government on combating drug abuse among youths. Jigawa ex-deputy governor's speaker. Others dump APC for PDP in Jigawa. United Nations media outfits seek better reportage of women issues. Rigging won't be allowed in Bauchi, says agenda offers Akwa Ibom workers free medical services. Declare public holiday for PVC collection. Ohaneze advises Southeast governors. while we formed the APC. Tinubu, Nigeria elected member. Okay, we've taken this. Police neutralize one bandit, arrest two others in Kaduna State. Priest burnt alive, 5 worshippers abducted in Niger State. Police rescue kidnapped DPO in Plateau. Inspector General of Police joins President, service chiefs to lay wet, charges Nigerians to sue for peace. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency seizes 3.2 million tramadol pills, other drugs worth 5 billion naira in Lagos. Nigerian Center for Disease Control confirms 42 new cases of COVID-19. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency dismantles clandestine Squishies lab in Ogun. Nollywood actress Mercy Johnson debunks cancer speculations. APC Plateau suspends campaign in honor of deceased PDP supporters. Presidency group strategized to mobilize massive votes for Atiku. APGA, ADC, PRP blame underdevelopment in Enugu on bad leadership. Nadal launches title defense as Australian Open ushers in new era. We have restored principles of true democracy in Imo, says Uzodimma. Papa Jasko stand in character. Femi Ogunwumbi passes on. 2023, don't vote for tribe, vote for character. Obi. 20,000 dump APC for PDP in Bauchi State. Tinubu will be Nigeria's next president. Rep. Gadi. Bauchi government intensifies efforts to provide Christian cemetery. Official. That's the much we can take from the Guardian newspaper this morning.
Moving over to leadership. In leadership, we have Buhari's 2-day visit signifies return of peace to Yobe Northeast, Buni, celebrating the armed forces. Bakari urges Nigerians to reject politicians with sense of entitlement. Buhari congratulates Clem Abba on South Korean award. 21 died, 95 injured in Bauchi Plateau Road accident. Niger government condemns killing of Catholic priest, attack on church. Tinubu to APC Guba, NAS candidates, we must not fail Nigerians. Federal government signs mental health bill into law as stakeholders X-ray benefits. Armed Forces Day, Buhari, governors, IGP pay tribute to fallen heroes. As insecurity in Southeast escalates, gunmen kill 37 police officers in 52 attacks. Vice President Osibanjo to chair leadership conference and awards. Atiku, Saraki, others visit victims of Plateau truck accident. Road accident claims lives, injures others in Abuja. Nepal declares national mourning for victims of worst air disaster. Armed Forces Remembrance Day, Governor Emmanuel sues for national unity, celebrates fallen heroes. Tinubu in strategic meeting with APC Guba, NAS candidates. Police kill 1 bandit, arrest 2 others, recover weapons in Kaduna. Senior lawyers petition AGF against DSS fresh move to arrest Emefiele. Tinubu fortifies media team, appoints Jega Abdulaziz as aides. 2023 election. Armed Forces family behind police CDS. FRSC confirms 16 PDP supporters dead, 83 injured in Plateau truck accident. I inherited a failed Imo state, says Governor Uzodimma. NDLEA seizes 5 billion naira illicit drugs in Lagos warehouse. Special forces rescue 12 Edo train station kidnap victims. Buhari to be honored by Abu Dhabi Peace Forum in Mauritania. Buhari to be honored by Abu Dhabi Peace Forum in Mauritania. Bandits attack church, kidnapped 25 worshippers in Katsina. Neutralize Danish citizen. Nigerian armed officer fight over multi-million property in Edo. $100,000 up for grabs as Big Brother Titans reality TV show debut. Rampaging youths kill Niger village head. Bandits kill Catholic priest who escaped Madla church bombing in Niger. House of Okay. Shina Rambo's mother-in-law clarifies post on Davido Chioma. Singer Brimo tenders apology for anti-Igbo comments. Sports Ministry collaborates with NBAs to end open defecation. Under 20 AFCON, Flying Eagles trash Global Soccer Academy in friendly. FSC opens probe on Usain Bolt missing millions. 2023. Is it possible to manipulate the beavers and the PVCs? Google debuts Nigeria 2023 election trends hub. 2023. Obi attacks Tinubu at Ondo rally, says I have a traceable background. Babayo, Lyman, not NNPP Northeast Zonal Secretary Party. JCI Nigeria moves to empower members to become global leaders. Governor Bello visits Kogi NUJ chairman over wife's death. Police kill four suspected kidnappers to recover rifles in Bauchi. Many feared death as truck conveying PDP supporters crashes. January 15, 1966 and the metadon of our heroes past. Papa Jasko stand-in actor Femi Ogunrobi is dead. 16 dead as plane crashes with 72 passengers on board in Nepal. Gombe governorship. Inowa braves the odds as March 11 beckons. As political tension grips the caliphate, Sokoto Zamfara MDAs disconnected over 2.5 billion naira debts. Kaduna Electricity. Why presidential candidates must pay special attention to Southwest. Adedayo. Senator Sani Musa's superlative first term. Vandalize pipelines, disrupt NLNG operations. Prioritize infrastructure financing in budget appropriation processes CPPE. 2023 holds opportunity for insurance industry. Growth, asset expansion to sustain real estate sector in 2023. How Governor Sule is prioritizing security. Focus on the Green Chamber, controversial bills, all eyes on reps in 2023. Senate in focus between ninth Senate and legislative agenda. Nwosu's resignation from PDP has vindicated G5 governors. Wike, that's all from leadership.
And now we move over to the Punch newspaper. Uni visits Delta, tax Christians on gratitude. Uni visit Delta, tax Christians on gratitude. Federal government states pardoned 707 inmates in 2022 investigation. Elections pose ethnic religious division. Bakare. Parties adopt extra security measures as gunmen attacks arise. 42 COVID-19 infections recorded. Federal government rules out restrictions. Government to pay breakaway varsity lecturers withheld salaries. Rivers residents demand compensation for demolished property. Justice, fairness will stop agitations, says Obi. Widows demand benefits as federal government honors fallen soldiers. Nigerian Bar Association president seeks constitution amendment, independent candidacy. Community force proposed Christian cemetery. Bauchi urges calm. Teenager, 11 more Edo trained captives rescued. Lagos, lawmaker train youths in digital skills. Agency enlists more officers on drone projects. PVCs, Ohaneze demands holiday. Multi-choice promises free messages. Lagos bushers pray for Tinubu, Sanwo-Olu. Lagos government plans to equip school labs. Saraki condemns attack on coalition of United Political Parties spokesman. Rahim, court begins killer cops trial Monday. Tinubu woos APC. National Assembly governorship candidates seeks unity. Concern rises as 906 lab scientists dump Nigeria. Anambra destroys Obi's billboards. Labour Party protest. NATO considers more heavy weapons for Ukraine. Buhari departs for Mauritania to receive peace award. Arrest Ugochinyera's attackers. Coalition of United Political Party urges DSS, police. Ogun government prosecutes Lalong, Jang, mourns as 16 die in Plateau accident. Buhari Osibanjo attend Armed Forces Remembrance in Abuja. Fallen soldier's wife demands speedy payment of benefits. Still on the stories, making the headlines on the Punch newspaper this morning. Christian Association of Nigeria Catholic priests in Niger. Federal government requests Congress of University Academics members details for salary payment. Oshun housewife abducted. Amotekun commences search. Police can't go on strike. Force PRO. I inherited failed state from Ihedioha, says Uzodimma. How I will address ethnic agitations will be Sokoto APC governorship candidate denies arrest by ICPC. Nigeria records 42 new COVID-19 cases. Buhari arrives National Arcade for Armed Forces. Para Poli disowns student who defrauded US woman. Scores dead in Nepal plane crash. Bandits, we've taken this. Police appeal 10 million naira damages judgment, says court erred. Lawmakers, professionals lambast Buhari, Emefere over Central Bank of Nigeria loans. Controversial allowance. Ayu fails to make PDP account public. PDP, APC disagree over Uzodimma's scorecard. Why Buhari can't implement Oronsoya's report. Source. Polls. Defense headquarters to deploy troops to Sokoto, Imo, Katsina, others. Fire Govt Kanu Police Command. Commissioners of Police Office spared. I won't steal nation's wealth. Obi replies Tinubu. Avoid voting along religious lines. Clerics urges Southern Kaduna. Stakeholders advocate rigorous police hiring process to curb needless killings, misconduct. Fayose group campaigns for APC candidate Doms Olujimi. How abducted ex-Edo lawmaker regained freedom. Police. Osibanjo. Others attended Shehu of Boronu weddings, daughter's wedding. Osibanjo, others attend Shehu of Boronu's daughter's wedding. And still on the stories, making the headlines on the Punch newspaper this morning. Safeguard democracy. Institute begs urges JAMB. Remembrance Day. Tinubu salutes military veterans. 5 killed in Bauchi auto crash. Kamotos. Ajo Kuta still. Other challenges will be solved. Article. That's the much you can take from the Punch.
Moving over to Daily Post, Armed Forces Remembrance Day. Governor Emmanuel begs politicians not to threaten unity of Nigeria. Niger district heads call for measure to free captives of bandits. Democracy has come to stay. Ex-army chief Buratai tells military. 2023, Peter B entering presidential villa like camel passing through eye of needle. Kiamo, 2023 Armed Forces Remembrance Day. We share your pains. Governor Ugwuanyi tells wives of fallen heroes. Consult experts on best way to address rising insecurity in Imo. ADC tells Uzodimma, 2023, I foresee new Nigeria after election. Tunde Bakari. Buhari to receive award in Mauritania for promoting peace in Africa. Real reason to blame Governor Uzodimma for attack on CUPP spokesman Ikenga Adeyanuju. Calabar Business Committee demands attention from incoming Cross River government. 2023, Dunamis Pastor Enenche tells Nigerians God's will ahead of presidential election. Niger Governor Sani Bello orders security personnel to go after Catholic priest killers. Pray for us. Pay us 6 months allowance increments arrears. Policemen beg IG, police authorities. Parents of Kebbi students abducted by terrorists beg Nigerians for ransom. Niger governor imposes curfew on Lambata town over violent clashes. Banditry. Niger Khan condemns gruesome murder of Catholic priest. Vote candidates who know our problems. Apostle Kure to Southern Kaduna people. Again, gridlock on Abuja Kefi Road as federal government closes Ado Bridge for repairs. Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project threatens lawsuit as National Assembly increases own budget, gets 228 billion naira. Work for development of Ekiti, Oyebanji tells residents. 2023. Zamfara communities safe for general election, Matawale. Coalition fumes over attack on CUPP spokesperson, killing of 3 others. Contact me, People contact me every day asking to join Nigeria Police. SP Pondeyi. SIRAP, Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project threatens lawsuit as National Assembly increases own budget, gets 228 billion naira. Nigerian Medical Association 196 ghost doctors receiving salaries in Zamfara. Residents worry over peace. Residents worry as peace fades away in Osun. Fraud. I just want to go home. US lady says after arrest of Nigerian lover. 2,304 relatives of deceased workers got 13.4 billion naira in Q3 2022. PENCOM. Yes, I am stingy but frugal with funds. Obi. Biafra. Nnamdi Kano's family reacts as Soludo calls for agitators' release. Biafra. Soludo calls for release of Mazi Nnamdi Kano. Niger Delta Development Commission probe past administration, publish indicted persons, ex-agitators. Osun Guba, tribunal adjourns for judgment. Zamfara, we must prosecute PDP thugs caught with AK-47 rifles. Matawale, 2023. Arise TV cameraman busted, sent out of Tinubu's Lagos event. Nothing is intrinsically wrong with Nigeria. P2B 2023 poll. INEC on tolls as Nigerians challenge alleged postponement plot. 2023. Dati joins Patience Jonathan. Buhari others in crying Hall of Fame. INEC chair Yakub P2B Kwankwaso head to London. 2023 election. Everyone has abandoned me. Deji Adeyaluju. 2023 election. Everyone has abandoned me. Deji Adeyaluju cries out. 2023 allegations of obstruction, discrimination in collection of PVCs. False. INEC. 2023 Abiodun hosts trade unions. Harps on individual prosperity. Governor of the Year, Ugwuanyi's Rural Development Bridge Building Initiative inspired us. Leadership Board, 2023. Over 627,000 PVCs yet to connected in Niger. REC. Revive Yoruba language. Ekiti Culture Minister urges stakeholders group. Ekiti NSCDC holds first strategic management meeting. Annual prayers. That's all from Daily Post.
And now we move over to the Nation newspaper. 16 dead, 83 injured in PDP Plateau accident. Auditor General fails to publish 2020 report. Era of queues gone for good, says Chief of Defense Staff Irabo. Bolanre Rahim. Trial of ASP Vandi begins January 16th. Ondo government disburses 16 million naira loan to widows of slain soldiers. Kidnappings. Amotekun firms up security in Southwest. Congress of University Academy hopeful of salary payment. Congress of University Academy hopeful of salary payment. Be wary of political machines. Bakare warns Nigerians. Gunmen kidnap Ekiti priest. Amotekun begins manhunt. 10 injured in Abuja multiple accidents. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Nation newspaper this morning. Supreme Court orders new electoral wards units in 3 Warri local government areas. Ibori manager attend the birthday bash of APC chieftain's wife. No threat of queues in Nigeria. Irabo. Wike hails Buhari's war against Boko Haram bandits. Police kill bandits, arrest 2 others in Kaduna. Tinubu praises Akande's courage, exemplary leadership at 84. Federal government targets 5 million new jobs from smart agriculture. Buhari up to Mauritania for 2-day engagements. Tinubu appoints Jega Abu Aziz as media aides. Buhari to lead Tinubu's campaign to 8 more states. And still on the stories, making the headlines on the Nation newspaper this morning. I have restored confidence in governance. Uzodimma. Special forces rescue 12 more abducted Igweben train passengers. 13 PDP supporters die in Plateau auto crash. Soludo to federal government. I will stand shorty for Nnamdi Kanu. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency busts another tramadol cartel, seizes over 5 billion opioids. Youths kill village head in Niger. Buhari leads proceedings at Armed Forces Remembrance Day. Buhari leads this. Okay, we've taken this. Anambra pulls down Peter Obi's billboards over alleged debt. Nigerian Center for Disease Control reports 29 new COVID-19 cases in Lagos, Federal Capital Territory, 4 others. That's the much we can take from the Nation newspaper this morning.
In Vanguard newspaper, Welbeck march on scoreship as Brighton demolish Liverpool 3-0. My country home under heavy gun abuse lose Obia drop. Autumn raises concern over destruction of PDP billboards in Boko. Yomi Kano. Governors fabricate adequate, equitable representation of states in Kara APC manufacturing now over PDP's popularity. Dauda Lawal. Revamp Article 2023. PDP calls for disbandment of Ibubago security outfit in Imo. APC will record landslide victory in Kebbi. Campaign cancel. I didn't insult Igbo, says Brimo. PDP rally. Traders throng one. Osibanjo governors emirs storm Shehu of Borno daughter's wedding. Atiku Okowa flags off campaign in 27 Imo local government areas. Blair describes late additional Small as committed Christian. US man sues Twitter over data leak. Jando not deceiving you. Vote PDP for better Lagos, says ex-board of giving you. Vote PDP for better Lagos, says ex-board of trustee member. Tinubu will do better.
Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political View comes to you at Ebonade 103.5 FM with Martin Ifeanyi Shukwu every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on the process. Views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to Ebonade 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/GistFM every Monday and Saturday. What are your skip a date?
Igbo na-ekwu na-asị na mama site n'ụlọ wee pụba n'iro. N'eziokwu, ezinụlọ bụ mgbọrọgwụ ji ihe ọbụla a na-eme n'obodo dị iche iche. Ọ bụrụ na ezinụlọ adịghị mma, obodo agaghị adị mma. Mana ezinụlọ dị mma. Kwa Monday ma ọ kụọ 12 noon, Wednesday ma ọ kụọ 1 p.m. ya na Friday ma ọ kụọ 1 nke ga-enyere gị aka ka ezinụlọ n'obodo anyị na-aga n'iru nke ọma. Chaa aka ghọrọ Lady D kwa Monday, Wednesday ya na Friday na-aga n'iru ezinụlọ. Ọganiru ezinụlọ bụ ọganiru obodo anyị.
Health Plus, my health, your health, our health. Health Plus is a health program that talks about our general health. Join Chiki on Ebonadi FM 103.5 to learn how best to manage your health and to take care of our young and old ones. Join me every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday by 1 to 2 p.m. on Ebonadi FM 103.5 Ogidi, Anambra State.
Do you know that you have the right to quality broadcast? Do you know that you have the right to quality broadcasting? Any group of persons or organization aggrieved by the contents of it and all right to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number mail via info@nbc.gov.ng to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that a complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
You are welcome back to Ebona, the 103.5 FM, and it's still the newspaper headlines. Go ahead and be part of this by joining us on our Facebook page at Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Stream us online via mixlr.com/gist FM. You can send in your SMS or WhatsApp messages on 08096661035. We are still taking the headline 6661035. We are still taking the headlines newspaper. Brazil's Supreme Court agrees to probe ex-president Bolsonaro Bolsonaro over riot. Bauchi residents decry hike in transport fare. British Prime Minister condemns cowardly execution of British Iranian. APC support group says Tinubu will do better than Obi Atiku. Public universities must charge tuition fees to remain relevant. Ex-LASU VC. Opposition mobilizes Tunisians to protest against president. Report of court ordering CBN to freeze our account misleading. Polaris Bank. Reverse type 2 diabetes and repair pancreas without insulin. Labour Party reconstitutes Ogun 24-member caretaker committee. Zulum allocates 30 hectares of land for establishment of IEMDR. Fire got in Ibadan spare parts market 2023. PDP Board of Trustee member endorses Ebonyi Guba candidate. Expect cold weather in few weeks. Met Office alerts England, Wales. Jonathan cautioned politicians against judicial blackmail. That's all from Vanguard newspaper.
And now we move over to the Premium Times. 2023, Tinubu meets APC candidates, speaks on his health, collaboration. HEDA writes EFCC, CCB to probe Atiku over embezzlement allegation. Group inaugurates executives, intensifies grassroots mobilization for Tinubu in Lagos. 2023, Kanu governorship candidates wear out plans on out-of-school children, health care, security. 2023, Nigeria's most consequential year since 1999. Scores killed in Nepal plane crash. COVID-19, Nigeria records 29 fresh cases in 1 week. Kidnappers abduct wife of NMP's priest COVID-19 vaccination. Kwara police arrest human traffickers, rescue 41 children, official. Zimbabwe police arrest 25 opposition members ahead presidential election. Kanu police speaks on fire incidents at police headquarters. 4 Lagos State University teaching. 4 Lautech researchers win 89.1 million naira research fund. 5 auto crash. Femi Orumbi of Papa Jasco fame is dead. Bauchi police kill 2 kidnapped suspects, arrest 4 others. Official. State of the race. How presidential candidates plan to tackle insecurity in Nigeria. Atiku in Kogi promises to fix Ajokuta Steel Company. Many feared dead as truck conveying PDP supporters crashes in Plateau. Group petitions Inspector General of Police over atrocities by Imo Police Unit. Peter Obi's campaign lied about the solution of next UK. I'll be his shorty. Soludo begs Nigerian government to release Nnamdi Kanu. 2.16 billion naira debt. Polaris Bank reacts as court issues garnishi order. Presidential election. Another candidate whose Obasanjo wants him to dump Obi. Atiku, Kwankwaso, others to interact with Southwest stakeholders in Ibadan. How I will transform Bauchi, APC governorship candidate. Zamfara governorship, APC, jittery over my popularity, PDP candidate. That's the much we can take from the Premium Times this morning.
In Sun newspaper, Armed Forces Remembrance Day, we share your pains. Ugwuanyi tells fallen heroes' widows. Election, worry over expected retirement of IGP, DIGs, AIGs, CPs, 290 others. NCDC confirms 42 COVID-19 new cases. Military will give police all support required. CDS Irabo. Wike notes Buhari's effort at defeating Boko Haram insurgents, banditry. Saraki condemns attack on CUPP spokesman's home. Multi-choice backs INEC PVC's collection drive. 494 to benefit from National Directorate of Employment EBTS 85 million naira loans. Anglican Church honors Delta Speaker Oborewori. Endurance wins 15 million naira car in season 2 finale of AM Play Niger. I met a failed state on assumption of office. Uzodinma. Anger, condemnation trail burning of Catholic priest to death in Niger. Abo hails judiciary for standing for democracy. World needs more diplomats. ISD ambassador. Leave Uzodinma alone. Enugu APC tells Nnamani, Chime, others. Crisis looms in APC as PCC rejects party's list. Okonkwo urges Nigerians to vote Obidati. Labour Party knocks Anambra government for pulling down Obi Ume's billboards. Second term walkover for Makinde in Oyo, PDP. Anambra launches grassroots campaign for Atiku Okowa. Second term walkover for Makinde in Oyo, PDP. Aregbe Osuala, Obi now national project hails defection of Kaduna lawmakers. I am committed to Nigeria's unity. Obi. Nigeria decides 2023. Voters register. Factors that may change status quo. Sarawa. Tension in NNPP PDP alliance seems imminent. PDP alliance seems inside 2023. Why Deltans should support Okowa's ambition. Volume South TUC chair. Reject candidates who shun the great forged entities, slander opponents. Pastor Bakari urges voters. With slice of soaked bread, Tinubu clarifies Enugu speech. Jakande best Lagos Governor Tinubu's strategy based on Tinubu Shetima in closed-door meeting with APC. Terrible cases of spousal violence. Buhari is campaigning against Tinubu. Odinkalo, Ife, Modakeke pledged to uphold peace, togetherness for communities' advancement. NGX appoints acting company secretary. ASR Africa, Boa Foundation give 1.5 billion naira grants to communities in Ogun, bridging the planning execution gap. And that's all from all our headlines. Let's get our messages from the SMS portal.
From the SMS portal, we got a message from Reverend Ashi. Assassination and kidnap of churchgoers, Ihamafu killings is enough to negotiate the unity of Nigeria. Okay, he said, Daniel Shield, edit. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And then this one is also saying this morning, Okay, it's coming from Honorable Osakwe, and it says, before amount of bitter and warlike speeches coming out from some relentless, unscrupulous political mongers who has been rigmaroling themselves in different juicy positions, some reckless utterances, noise making, and empty promises cannot make one a president. Maazi Nnamdi Kanu's continuous illegal detention is the major cause of the catastrophe and catalysm in the southeast. All these killings in the region is being carried by hired foreign mercenaries, whom I believe that they have government backup as they trade without challenge. Imo State 16 now, like Zamfara, as there is no day people are not being killed, kidnapped, or houses being burnt. Most of the people forecasting and giving for scorecard in the social media has no voters card. Everything that everything that glitters is not good. The burning of a Catholic priest is one of the signs of end time. Our president is not even perturbed about daily unjustified killings, but heading to anywhere he may like. May God hear our prayers. We are only counting on how many days that is left for this wonderful administration to wind up. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. That's the much we got so much so far from the SMS portals.
All right, on our Facebook page, I have Wachuku Kennedy Chinedu, voice of Ilese, and he says the attack on CUP spokesperson's residence last week is an attack on Imolite and the entire southeast. It's now obvious that things have fallen apart in this country and the center can no longer hold. And anyone masterminding this unrest in Imo State and Southeast as a whole cannot and will never go unpunished from God or even the gods of the land. Also, those removing P2B's billboard are just wasting their time and energy because whether billboard or not, he is already coasting to victory. Thank you very much. And Odinibon says killing of Catholic priests is barbaric and should be condemned. More action is needed by security agencies. John in Asaba. Thank you very much. Also, Francis from Amagoze, Enugu State. With Beavers, I am quite optimistic that it will be difficult to rig the forthcoming general elections. Nigerians need peaceful, credible, and transparent polls in order to elect better leaders to pilot the affairs of this country. Equity, fairness, and justice will address agitation, says Obi. I totally agree with him. Marginalization and imbalance in the scheme of things have triggered agitation in some section of the country. In order to address agitation holistically, equity, fairness, and justice should be strictly embraced. Thank you very much, also Francis from Amagoze. Danny Shield Edet says Reverend Archie assassination and the kidnap of churchgoers, a harmful killing, is enough to negotiate the unity of Nigeria. Dan Shield Edet. Thank you very much. Dr. Mrs. Uma Olebara from Owerri. What a barbaric act of sending the Reverend Father to untimely death in the most gruesome manner. This act must be condemned by all, and the attackers arrested. Every new day comes with atrocity and heartbreaking news. When shall we get heart-mending news in this country? So unfortunate. Let them wait and see how P2B will enter that Aso Rock. Oga Ogemehananya. What God cannot do does not exist. We must get it right and Nigeria must rise again. Thank you very much, Dr. Mrs. Ima Olebara. I still have also Francis from Amagoze. And he says equity and fairness will stop agitation, says Obi. I totally agree with him. If every geopolitical zones are being fairly and equitably treated, no particular section will be agitating. I am therefore calling on our leaders to embrace equity, fairness, and justice for better Nigeria. Thank you very much, also Francis. And I have Chinedu Oneka. Anambra State pulling down Peter's Obi's billboard over debt. It's a shameful thing for any Igbo man who fights against P2B. campaign. Okay, thank you very much. And then moving over to WhatsApp, um, I have a message from Engineer Ifeanyi Onwebusi, Giorgio Amani from Azoburike. I wondered why pulling down a billboard of that size and nature. They would have called the agents to remedy the situation if there was no ulterior motive. Fortunately, we all know P2B does not need a campaign poster or billboard in Anambra. His legacy while governor as a governor will speak for him. He doesn't need any introduction. Obi's popularity has gone beyond poster. Thank you very much, Engineer Ifeanyi Onwu Ebusi. And I have a message from Edozie Zebinobu from Osile Obunike. Dear Nigerian Armed Forces, congratulations on this year's Armed Forces Remembrance Day. We appreciate your immense sacrifice, which include laying down your lives to protect the territorial integrity of a country which lacks the common sanctity for human life. A country which poorly remunerates gallant officers and men who toil day and night to protect our countrymen, whereas the leaders saddled with the responsibility of stabilizing economy and strengthening you with moral packages are busy wearing agbada in every pre-election season. But one sacrosanct realism is that the masses have come to make a statement with their civic responsibility, voting. It is even laughable how Nigerian armed forces have ranked one of the best in offshore peacekeeping missions, but flops in domestic crisis management. It is a clear case of politicization by power hawks to heat up the polity while they continue to reap our common resources while exacerbating our woes. Dear Nigerian Armed Forces, we pledge to do our possible best in this year's election to elect a honest and a sincere president who will acquire better rifles and not embezzle your budget, boost your morale with welfare packages, and even take care of your colleagues' widows. Nigeria will be great again. Yours truly, Edozie Ezebilogo from Osimhen. Thank you very much, sir. I have Daniel Tito from Awada. Soludo calling federal government to release Mazen Nambikano is a well commendable um, thing to do if Buhari government were here. Thank you very much. Onyeka Nwabufo from Umoji. It's not good if the Labour Party candidate did not comply with the order given by Anambra State's signage and advertisement agency by fees to be paid before mounting billboard. But the agency should have tampered justice with mercy because Obi Boyenkara. May God help us. Thank you very much. Mazi Christian Ufondo from Onitsha. Vote for credible leaders by Pantini. Now, how can we know the leaders that are credible? We should stop deceiving ourselves. We know our problems, but we continue pretending not to have known what has been going to not be solved. Now, everybody claims to be aware of election last time. We signed anything signable with Nnamdi Kanu on a certain agreement, which was later turned down by the. Let me reserve some exposition on this man. And Soludo should not play politics. The illegal detention of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon because Soludo knew that Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime known to law, yet he kept mute for over some years behind because he saw that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's unconstitutional detention will add sand to his career. He came out to heap some empty phrases which he may not follow up. Thank you very much, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Valentine Edene from Mo. Priest burnt alive, 5 worshippers abducted, but no Iman, Alhaji, even Al-Majri condemns such devilish and barbaric acts. I can see that Islamizing Nigeria is loaded. President Buhari on traveling to Mauritania and other places for just a word while his people are in danger in the hands of ISWAP terrorists who are set up for Islamizing Nigeria. Is this not pure Christian versus Muslim war? Reason. None of imams or Islamic have been kidnapped or opened fire in the mosque, kidnapped or killed anyone, but only in the churches. I hope Atiku heard it. He didn't say anything. Tinubu even heard it. What did he say? Mr. President even heard, yet he did not condemn Islamic acts while we are claiming to be one Nigeria. God, where are you? We need referendum. Let's cry out loud. We need it before everyone is wiped out. I have overseen that only referendum can solve this. If you had listened to one of the things we read out this morning, you will find out that the federal government has given authority has given order to the security authority to fish out whoever did that and bring that person to book. Thank you for joining us. Comrade Victor Oge, removing of P2B's billboards by Anambra State government remains the worst thing Soludo-led APGA government will do against his own brother. And this act will affect all APGA candidates in this coming general election holding by February 2023. And they should open openly pull themselves out of these evil moves. However, Governor Soludo should be advised to remember that P2B is from Anambra State and should be given every necessary assistance to enable him win Anambra State. Though with the help of Anambra indigenous people and other well-meaning Nigerians living in Anambra State, who will deliver P2B's 100% in the state, had already been doing the jobs to make it a reality. Thank you very much, Comrade Victor Obi. Also, Francis from Amagose. Okay. I join Khan and other Nigerians in condemning the killing of Catholic priests in Niger State. This is really very unfortunate. Why are all these killing for goodness sake? May God help us. Thank you very much, Francis from Amagose. And that's all from the WhatsApp.
From the SMS portal, we got more messages from, and this one is saying all this group hailing Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi for bridge building in Enugu localities are talking trash because in your village, Amauzam, okay, this message is not complete, but it came from Paul Reign of Peace from Ozam Amagunze. And then we also got a message that says Melvin from, this one is coming from Melvin from Onisha, and he says Soludo, the Good Samaritan, takes shorty for the release of Mazen Nandekano isn't a welcome development. What has he been doing since Nnamdi Kanu was held captive? We should go and take care of insecurity in Anambra and leave Kanu's matter, whether pull down billboard or not. He who is destined to rule or lead shall, in fact, do so. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And this one is coming from Darlington Nwarochukwu. And he says, to release Nnamdi Kanu by Soludo is a welcome call, but stop playing politics with the release of Nnamdi Kanu because Nigeria will not stand the indignation that is coming. Catholic priests burnt alive and many killed. My question is, where is Christian Association of Nigeria? Let me remind you something. The church suffers violence, but men of violence take it by force. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us, Darlington. And Igwe Romanus from Ogidi. And this one, he says, Soludo's call for Nnamdi Kanu release at APGA campaign rally is deceptive and politics taken too far. On pulling down of P2B's billboards by Soludo, let him continue damaging his image as a governor, but should remember that nobody can stop God's work. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I think that's the much we can take from the SMS portal.
All right, thank you for joining us this morning. So sorry we'll not be able to take a few more messages coming in to our WhatsApp message, our WhatsApp portal because of time. And this is where we draw the curtain this morning on newspaper headlines. Please join us tomorrow when we come your way. My name is Divine.
And I'm Martin.
Stay safe. Bye.